And we're joined on the phone for a few minutes here with actor-comedian Rob Schneider. He's got a new Netflix special. It's called Asian Mama, Mexican Kids. Hey Rob, how you doing today?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, cool, man. Well, thanks for having me on.
Well, let's talk about the new Netflix special here. Asian Mama, Mexican Kids. What are the listeners in for with this one?
I just try to sum up all the people involved in my comedy routine. It's I have an Asian mother. I don't recommend it, but I have one, and I think they kind of push you to succeed right away. As soon as you're out of the womb, you better figure out what you want to do. I grew up in a very mixed culture background, and in San Francisco, which is a big melting pot, and it was just what it was. Now I realize it's kind of special, but at the time, it just, it was just my experience. And now I married a beautiful Mexican lady, and my kids speak mostly Spanish, so it's been it's been good fodder for comedy material.
Yeah, with everything you've done in your career, it's amazing. This is your first special for Netflix, and I noticed you've got a duet with your daughter, Elle King, at the end. That must have been cool for you to share the stage with her.
Yeah, I mean, it ended up being the last time either of us ever performed. I mean, because the whole country shut down. We taped this February 29th. We filmed it, and then yeah, it was sweet. And I said, well, come on out and let's see what we can figure out. So I said, you pick the song and we'll sing it together. And the audience was, they were really receptive, and it was nice. So we never performed together publicly and or on stage together before, so it was special. It was very sweet.
Awesome. Well, Rob, how has it been for you, getting back into stand-up over the last, 10 years or so? It kind of seems like comedians, they go on to be actors, and then they're always kind of pulled back on the stage after a while.
Well, that's interesting, because that's one of the things that, I did a movie with Adam Sandler and Chris Rock and Kevin James, David Spade years ago, Grown Ups, and that was the thing that we all talked about the whole time. It was like, stand-up, because that's it's something that we all started out as stand-ups, and the thing was, for me, it was kind of surprising. Most people don't even know that I started out as a stand-up, so it was something that I kind of always missed. But you can't just, dip your toe back into it. I've been doing it for a decade again. And, because Chris Rock and Adam Sandler, they both talked me into doing it again. And it's been a great, very rewarding experience, to perform live in front of an audience. And that was, it's been quite, it's been good. And I wanted to just film what I've been doing for the last few years. And so we're lucky we got it in right before the whole world shut down. So I'm excited for people to see it on Netflix all around the world.
Definitely. Again, Rob Schneider, Asian Mama, Mexican Kids, will be out on Netflix. And, it's interesting how things have changed in comedy. You'd get the occasional special. The comedy album was always the big thing. And now, Netflix, podcasts, comedians maybe feel more pressured, I guess, to always be getting new stuff out there for the audience, going through content so quickly.
Well, it's that immediacy that I really love about it, and then and then if it's something that just happened in the news or something that it's the audience wants to see what you're thinking about that. I mean, truthfully, I think stand-up comedy is like the last bastion of real free speech, where people are less afraid to talk about what they really feel. That's becoming less and less true as time goes on, because of the pressures of now you got comedians want you to put your cell phone in some bag so they don't record your act, and I don't blame them. I've done that for a while too, because if you're just working something out, you don't want it out there and on YouTube before it's finished, and then also to be judged while you're still working out material. So it's a more difficult time than ever, but it's also more, I've never seen audiences more hungry for ideas and just basically for comedians, and there's some great ones out there, like Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Sarah Silverman, all these great comedians, Whitney Cummings and Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, that, basically people come and see them and they're like, please make sense of this crazy world for us, because they don't know what to believe anymore when they watch the news or whatever. So I've found it to be the most rewarding time to be a performer.
Awesome. And I saw you in The Wrong Missy recently, and I know you're always popping up and things. Is there something else coming up for you on the acting front?
I'm working on another television sitcom that I'm going to do, and then always working on another movie, and hopefully Adam Sandler and I'll be doing something again pretty soon.
Well, thanks again, Rob. I know we only had a few minutes, but I appreciate your time today, and definitely looking forward to the new Netflix special, Rob Schneider, Asian Mama, Mexican Kids. And again, that is available now on Netflix.